I used to hear about sickle cell, but I didn't know it could touch my life. So we went to the hospital, the doctor checked the results, and then told me, Mama Eugene, how are you? I said, I'm fine. How is your little boy? He's fine. Then he told me, Eugene is not fine. Then I said, why? What? What is it? He told me, have you ever heard of something called sickle cell? Then I said, yes, but I don't know much about it. What I know is when a kid does it, they die. That was my response to the doctor.
Special shout out to Staycation with Wamboi for scouting for us this beautiful Airbnb for us to shoot this episode. If you are looking for an Airbnb in Mombasa or in Nairobi, check her out and she will hook you up with the best deals. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Motherhood Stories. This is a feature that we have postponed for a while, but we are very excited to be back. And what better way to be back than with a personal story from someone who's very close to me. Today I'm going to feature a mom, a cousin, a big sister. Her name is Maureen, and we're going to talk about motherhood with the dynamics that come with sickle cell. So without further ado, let me welcome my guest and let's just dive into her story. Karibu. So in a nutshell, tell us who you are.
I'm Maureen Akinyi, mother of one, Eugene Odhiambo. Yeah.
How old is Eugene?
Eugene is 22 years old now.
So you've been a mother for 22 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Wow.
I'm a hairdresser by profession. I work in town. Yeah, in the CBD.
Where?
Diamond Shopping Mall. 3rd floor, room 3A.
In case mtu anataka kushukwa.
In case anybody needs my
hair
services,
yeah.
I'm available.
Okay, so I'm trying to really relax because as you can tell, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have my cousin over. We had a small discussion about her motherhood journey when I was braiding my hair and she was keeping me company, and I was like, I never knew all this, so why can't I have you on my channel? So I'm really excited, and thank you for accepting.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing your story even before you start. Thank you. By the way, it means a lot.
You're welcome.
So today, I want us to talk about your journey, as I have said. I want to throw it back to when you are pregnant.
It's like yesterday.
Yeah, it remains that fresh.
Yeah, very fresh. So here is Maureen. I'm pregnant. The young little girl.
How old is Maureen?
By then I was 19. Yes.
Teenager.
Yes,
Teen.
Teenager. So nikaepa home. Kenda kujikalisha. Kaka na babake. Now Maureen is here pregnant. So I was kawaida. Morning sickness. Kuchoka. It was normal, very normal. Yeah.
But was it a tough pregnancy?
Not really. It wasn't tough. I think I was just stressed because I ran away from home.
You went to stay with Eugene's father?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So it wasn't tough. Yeah, I just had confusion. Yeah.
Okay.
But the pregnancy was very smooth. I had all the normal things. The morning sickness were there, but very normal. I was very active. I used to do everything. Even my grandma used to say, hey, how? You are very active. Yeah. Yeah.
How was your delivery?
My delivery was normal.
Was it painful?
Not really painful. It wasn't painful.
What prayers did you make?
It wasn't painful by the way, because I can remember that time my mom passed on.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 weeks before I delivered.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was in a panic mood.
That is so fresh in my mind, by the way.
You're still young.
Yeah, but I remember.
Yeah.
Hey.
So mom, the burial delayed because I was due.
Oh.
Yeah. So on mom passed on a Monday, I gave birth on a Thursday. Very fresh.
That must have been tough.
Yeah, it was.
I never knew the closeness. Kabisa.
Yeah.
Kabisa. Wow.
So I went to hospital. I was at home. My grandma was there. My late auntie was there, Auntie Akongo. She was there. My other auntie was also there. My, how do I call her? She comes from the other side of my mom. Yeah, so I started having labor pains. So I told my grandma, I'm feeling bad, I want to go to hospital. Then she was like, just go right now, just go. Then off I went to this bus stop. I took a bus.
In labor?
Yes.
Hey.
I was just alone. So I just spoke to some of my friends. I told them, I'm going to hospital. Please, you can come. You assist me. By the time I reached hospital, I was all alone.
19, 20,
Yes.
Emma?
19 years. Yes. Now, from the bus stop to the hospital is like 30 minutes. I had to run literally to the hospital. By the time I was reaching the gate, I said, God, just hold me. Just hold me, because I have to deliver this baby inside the hospital. From the gate to the maternity ward is like 10 minutes. But I managed with 5 because I was running literally. Yes.
You're strong.
I was very strong.
You're very strong.
So by the time I reached the doctor's room, I said, I'm in a lot of pain. So doctor checked and he told me, the head is here. Yes.
You had a very short labor.
Yes. I was from home by 4. I took a bus that was coming from Nairobi at 4. By 4:30, I was having my baby. So the bus was so fast. I reached town within 5 minutes. I was in town.
Wow. I'm a little bit jealous.
Yes. From the stage to that place is around 30 to 20 minutes. Yeah. But I managed in 10 minutes.
And you gave birth?
Yes. And from the gate to the ward is around 10 minutes. But I managed in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Wow.
4:30 I was holding Eugene.
Wow.
Very healthy.
How did that feel?
It was nice.
It was nice?
Yeah.
Wow.
But now I was afraid. I was nervous because nowadays I hear people, if the placenta has coiled the baby, you can't give birth.
The umbilical cord.
Yes.
The cord.
Now Eugene was, I gave birth to him when he had
the cord.
it. Yes.
Oh.
So I was like, what is this? I've never seen such a thing. What is happening? Now the nurse was like, hey, Maureen, you are so lucky. They undid it. They washed him. Then they gave him back to me. By the time my friends were coming and my aunties, I had the baby already.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I had a little bag with me. Yes.
So you are there with your baby and then you stay in hospital and then you're discharged. You go back to home?
No, I went back to my house now.
Eugene's father?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
Before mom came. Before mom was brought home.
Okay. How was that journey with the newborn?
It was so tiresome. It was so painful because I got sick in the middle. But I thank God for my brothers. They really took good care of me. My dad was also there. They were on tours. My grandmother was also there. Rest in peace, Shosho. Yani, I was just Teresia.
Oh, Terry.
Yeah, Teresia was alive. She used to check on me, cook every day. Grandpa was also alive by that time.
Like you.
Yeah. Everybody was like, is Maureen okay? Is Maureen okay? Sisters to my mom, the same.
At least you had support.
Yeah,
You had
but
support.
now I got very sick before mom came, before she was buried. I got really sick. I had a lump on my breast. Yeah, it was really painful. But I thank
And
God.
it had nothing to do with breastfeeding.
It was
maziwa?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, that is painful.
Yeah. It was really
mastitis. It is painful, very painful.
And something funny, I didn't even use
anything.
No, I just used the kienyeji things.
The kienyeji things. Those days, everything was working very well, Aki. Yeah, so take me through the journey of having Eugene as a baby to the point you discover he has sickle cell. What was happening for you to know, to say, I need to take him to hospital maybe, and then they find out?
Okay, Eugene was jovial. He was growing nicely. He was so brave because he could even walk at night alone in the compound.
He's still the same.
I was wondering, what is wrong with this boy nowadays? He started
like
becoming,
when he was a baby?
Yeah, when he was a baby, when he was 2-3 years, he was very active. Yeah, very, very active. So I was wondering, all of a sudden when he turned 4, he started developing cough, homa.
That's not ending.
Yeah, I used antibiotics like all the time, and very expensive. Now that he was my firstborn, the dad also was having money. I'm young, so when the boy got sick, we even had a doctor.
Who used to check on him.
That homa got so persistent, so we had to have somebody who was so close to us to follow up. Now it took another 1 year. He used to be sick, homa, cough. I said, no, let us go and do further checkups. So I told the doctor, this homa is becoming too much. Can we do some other tests? Now I had friends at the Sierra District Hospital. A friend was working in lab. I had a nurse friend. I had so many friends because of my work. So that one who was working at the lab told me, Maureen, sioni kama mtoto anaendelea poa. She's called Alice. Nowadays, I think she's in Bondo. He told me, bring Eugene. I want to
do a thorough test.
I want to do thorough test everything. And I won't charge you. I'm going to do it for free because I love this boy. I said, it's okay, Alice, I'll come. We went. The tests were done. Then we went to the doctor. That Alice is the one who took me to the doctor. Told the doctor, this is my friend. And sorry, I did the test before we came to you. But I just had to do it before because
she had her suspicions.
Yeah. But me, I was green because I've never seen such a thing. Yeah. So I just thought maybe something.
But not something what you were
expecting.
Yeah,
but I used to hear about sickle cell, but I didn't know it could touch my life.
Did she tell you she's doing a sickle cell test or just investigation?
No, she was just doing investigation. A thorough body. Yeah.
Okay.
So she did it. Then she said, let's go to the doctor. When we went to the doctor, that is where I got shocked.
I can imagine.
Eugene is now 4, still active, but not that active. Yes.
Oh.
So we went to the hospital. The doctor checked the results, and then told me, Mama Eugene, how are you? I said, I'm fine. How is your little boy? He's fine. Then he told me, Eugene is not fine. Then I said, why? What? What is it? He told me, have you ever heard of something called sickle cell? Then I said, yes, but I don't know much about it. What I know is when a kid does it, they die. That was my response to the doctor. Now the doctor told me, no, they don't die. If you take good care of them, he won't die, blah, blah, blah. The story was endless, but now my heart was really pumping.
Why is this?
I was like, how? This thing is genetic. In our family, no.
No one.
His fathers know what is happening. So I was just nervous. And I had a panic mode immediately. There and there. Now I was like, hey, my son will not even play outside. If they hurt him, he won't even be. Eugene used to play in his room. He had everything, the toys, the what, everything. And he was a clean boy.
as usual.
Yes.
To date.
He didn't even dare to go outside and play. I didn't even scrub his clothes with a brush. No. He was very clean. Yeah.
So, at the doctors, they've broken the news. You were alone with Eugene or you had your partner?
No, I was just alone. Kama kawaida mama na mtoto.
Mtoto ni wa mama.
Yeah. I was alone because he was working in Juakali, so he has to go to work.
Yeah.
And by then we didn't have phones.
Ah,
Yeah, in 1999, Eugene was 4 years. 99, 2003. Yeah. I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Me personally didn't have a phone.
Those days was cancel,
Yeah,
expensive.
cancel. Yes, you buy for 1,000. Yeah.
So very few people had phones.
Yeah.
So when you go back home, like did they tell you like how life will look like, what to expect, and how to deal with the situation?
He didn't tell me how life will be or the anything. He didn't tell me anything. He just told me now you'll be starting some clinics. And I want you to buy these medicines. And then he gave me the date of the clinic. He didn't tell me anything that...
They have there the clinic.
Yeah, the clinic was just there.
Okay.
So they had to book me. Yeah, so I was booked. I went to the chemist. I bought the medicine. Before I went to the chemist, I waited for his dad at the bus stop because he was a driver. Yeah. So I told him, this and this has happened, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even go to work. He said, now, I'm not going to work. Let me go with you guys. We went to the chemist. We bought medicine. We went home. So when we reached home, he was just staring at the boy, talking to him. You know, you are my baby. You are my firstborn. I love you, blah, blah. Then he calls me, Mama Eugene, don't worry. Eugene will be fine, blah, blah. But this man, it's okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting that for 4 years you didn't know.
For 4 years, I didn't know.
He was just okay.
He was okay.
There was no episodes of crying at you or sick or nothing.
No, now, before we went to the lab, he had swollen hands.
Oh, okay.
And knees and the legs. Now that
before the lady now did the investigation.
Yeah. So that was an alarm.
Yeah.
So I said, So I started massaging. But my neighbor told me, don't massage. You go to the hospital first. So I thought maybe this lady knew my son was having sickle cell, but she couldn't tell
you.
Me. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how it went.
That's how you ended up doing that investigation.
Yeah.
But I think God covered you 4 years.
Yeah. Really
4 years, because I hear there are kids who now you detect from 6 months onwards.
Yeah.
So for having...
Some even 3. I had a friend who she detected from 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. But the boy passed on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it's good that 4 years he was just okay.
We were just
It's a long stretch.
Yeah.
So how has the journey been? Eugene as a baby, Eugene as a toddler who has now you've discovered, and Eugene going to school. How has your mothering journey, how has that dynamic been?
Eugene has been a good boy, very good boy. Very, very good
Anyone
boy.
Who knows him knows he's just a good boy.
I can't complain because for one, he loved school.
Yeah.
So it wasn't stressful. So after these checkups and the rest, he enrolled nursery.
Like normal. Just on medication.
Yeah, but he was very sensitive. Any little thing that hurts him, he could really cry.
Oh, okay.
He could really cry. Yeah. So when I took him to school, I had to tell the teacher. He's Eugene. Though the teacher was also our family friend because we used to stay with my aunt. So the friend was the teacher at the nursery school. So the teacher knew more about him. So the teacher was also telling me, just bring the boy. So when I took him to school, he was just okay he was just okay. Yeah, but he was very sensitive. He's sensitive up to date. Yeah, he's very sensitive. If you do something small, it's either he will burst or he'll just shut. Yeah. So it has been awesome, but now where the challenge came is when he was joining Form 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So he studied the nursery, he finished nursery, then he went to
Primary,
class 1. Class 1, we were still living with the dad, blah, blah. They go to school with his cousins. They come back in the evening, it's just okay. When he's feeling not okay, we go to hospital. Yeah. So it was nice. Then we parted ways when he was joining class 4. That is when we parted ways with the dad. Yeah. So I had to move from Siaya to Nairobi because we were not so good with the dad. So I had to go far.
Separate.
Yeah.
Did sickle cell play any role in that?
Yeah, it really
Did
played.
it change your relationship by
It
the way?
really changed because he had to marry another wife. Yes, because he used to tell me, now, if you are supposed to give birth, you are going to give birth again to another sick kid. I was like, what are you saying? And eventually, I got pregnant again. Yeah.
When Eugene was young?
Yeah. Then, unfortunately, the kid stayed for 3 years. Before we came out of the hospital, we did a test, and he was negative. Him, he didn't have. Yeah, he was very okay. He was very okay. Now, here is another baby who is also okay. But this guy is not coming close to these boys now. He feels, hawa watoto ni wa kuku. He didn't believe. I think he didn't believe the results. He just thought, because the other kid was also very healthy. Very healthy. So, he had to leave us. I struggled for almost 5 years.
It is a lot.
Yes.
I'm absorbing. It is a lot.
I stayed with a man for 10 years. 5 were rosy. 5 were struggle.
Before now you separated, you said no, not anymore.
Now I separated. My dad used to tell me, why are you stressing yourself? You know how to do your work. You're perfect. Just give me that boy, you go and look for work.
He loved Eugene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, by the time I was giving my dad Eugene, Eugene was not sick for almost 2 years.
True.
My dad used to call me and tell me, Maureen, mlikuwa mnafanyaje huyu mtoto juu hapa anakula vizuri, agonjeki. Sijawahi amka usiku ananiambia, babu, I'm feeling ABCD, is just okay. Then I was asking my dad, does he take medicine well? Yes, I'm the one who gives him the medicine. He's okay. He eats anything he wants because I used to send money. Yeah. So,
but you know, also stressful situations make kids.
In fact, Eugene told me, Mama, mbona unajistress hapa na kwa babu ni kuzuri? Just take me there, you go and work. Just leave dad there because he's really stressing us.
Yeah.
So I had to do what my son wanted me to do. For the sake of him, I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then vile sasa alikuwa anakuja anasema, sasa mtoto mgonjwa, pesa inaisha kwa dawa.
Yeah.
By then, the medicine was very, very expensive. Very expensive.
What is expensive? What does it look like? A dose?
A dose?
And that time it's expensive. Because even now it's expensive, but if I think of that time, was it accessible? Like, was it easily...
Now that we were staying in Siaya, we had to buy the medicine in Kisumu. If we bought the whole dose for a month, we used to use like 10,000.
Every month?
Every month.
And this is just medicine for every day?
Yes.
This is not when he's sick?
No. Medicine
and when now he becomes sick?
And when now he becomes sick, you are admitted 3 to 4 to 1 week.
Admission?
Yes. You are admitted 3 days, 4 days, even up to 1 week. Even up to 2 weeks.
Were you working?
Yeah, I was working.
Wow.
It's
a lot.
But when he's sick, when he's having crisis, I have to leave because he was still young.
Yeah, and did your boss, if there was a boss, did they understand, or you were self-employed?
My boss was so nice. She was so nice. she really supported me through the journey, by the way. She
You have
really
to have an understanding
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
very understanding.
So it takes a lot of courage to think that you left your child home and came to Nairobi to work, and you know the child is a little bit sick.
Yes, not a little bit.
Is
He's
sick.
I had to gather courage because for one reason or the other, now I was left alone.
Yeah, who will buy medicine?
The other toddler also passed.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So I was left
Unrelated.
with Eugene. Yes, unrelated. He just passed on. Yeah. But when we did some checkup, it was something to do with blood. So I was not really sure. Anyway, that's a bygone. Now I had to have a lot of courage to leave my son behind with my dad, but I trusted my dad so much. Yeah. So he was like, you just go. Don't be worried. See, you have a phone. I have a phone. If at all, if there is anything, we'll communicate. Then I said, it's okay. If my dad is the one assuring me, then I should just go. Then I packed, did everything.
You start over.
I left what I could leave at home. I booked a kamba. By then it was a kamba. Then I came. Hey, my friend, it wasn't easy. Nairobi. I tarmacked for 1 month without a job.
Where were you staying?
I was staying with another cousin of mine here at Roysambo. Uncle Sam. Zimmerman.
I know the place.
Yeah, that is where I used to stay. Now, I tarmacked for almost a month without a job. But my cousins, my friends, they used to support me. When I tell them, Eugene is not feeling well, give me your dad's number, they send money. Yeah. So, it was a bit hard because at times you just want to do everything on your own because this is your kid. You want to do it your own. But now you have to seek support from others.
And you have to make money to support them financially.
Yeah. After a month, I got a job in town. Yeah, and it was okay. I used to work, send money at home. When they close school, he comes. So that is how we used to operate. Yeah.
How was his high school life?
Well, it was a bit hectic because now he's almost joining Form 1, then their grandfather passed on.
Yeah. It's so fresh.
Yes.
It feels like the other day.
Yes. Now again, he's going down. He's like, Mommy.
And they were like this.
Yes.
They were like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Kwara is not around. We call Kwara in Dolu. Kwara is not around. Mom, me, I'm not going to boarding school. Mom. It was mom like every now and then, mom. So after burying his grandfather, I came with him for almost 2 weeks because it was during August holidays. So when we came, we talked. He told me, Mama, I know you want me to go to boarding school, but me, I don't want to go to boarding school because my condition can't allow. Because at times I get sick at night, blah, blah, blah. Then I told him, don't worry. Even if you go to a boarding school, I'll have to look for a nurse. But he was like, no, Mom, the nurse won't be there like every day.
And if he knows what he wants.
Yes.
Also.
Okay, then I said, it's okay. You go and do your exams first. Then we'll know from there. The grades that you'll get will determine the school that you'll go to, whether boarding or day. So you don't worry. You just go back, do your exams. Then after exams, you'll just come. Then he went back home a happy guy. He was happy. I bought him a phone. Nini, he was okay. Form 1 is here. Form 1 is here. He got 3 something. I can remember. Now they started calling them to school. All the schools all the calling letters were boarding.
Oh no.
So I had to stoop low to go to at least a lower school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is day school.
That is day school.
Yeah.
Now I had an aunt there. She was like, this kid cannot go to boarding school while I'm still alive. Mama Zainab. Yes. Yeah, he cannot go. The grandfather, we really talked with the grandfather before he passed on. Now huyu mtoto mimi nitabaki na yeye. I was like, hey, how is God? God is just coming through. Because I was worried. I couldn't leave him with my brother. He doesn't have a wife. Now my aunt is here. Yes. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to burden this woman for no good reason. But now she's the one who has told me to leave the kid at home. And my son was like, yes, mom. Mimi nitabaki tu na shosho Zaina. Mimi nitabaki tu na rest in peace Zaina. Oh my God. Now I'm here. I said, it's okay. Then we talked with Zaina, lengthy talk. Then she told me, it's okay. You just go work. Kipata pesa, mwalimu amesema tutampeleka. Then I was relieved. I was really relieved. I said, oh, thanks. Now I was looking at Nairobi, schools in Nairobi. It's transport, the behaviors. I was so stressed. But now that mom told me to just leave him, I think I was just okay. Then we went to, I was given the calling letter. We did shopping, blah, blah, blah. Then I went home, took him to school. The journey in secondary school was a bit hectic because I think changing the how people grow, you have stages. Now he was getting into teenage stage.
Puberty.
Yes. He used to be sick. Like
now is when he was getting very sick.
Yes, very sick. Even he stays at home for 2 weeks.
What would happen when he's sick? Like when he's very sick, what is happening?
When he's very sick, this crisis thing, it can attack any part of your body. Mostly it was his chest, stomach, and joints. Yeah.
Chest.
Yes, chest.
That must be painful.
Chest. Yes. So the first time he was sick, it was the chest. Teacher called me. Your son is really sick. What can we do about it? Then I said, let me call somebody at home. They come and pick him. It was around 10 in the morning. Then I called Sally, my sister. Then Sally said, I'm still busy a bit, but let me look for Dicky so that Dicky can go for him. Then immediately, Dicky went and took him to hospital. Now we were communicating through phone. Yeah. When he reached school, he didn't have blood. Yes. The blood was like 3 points something.
Like the blood level.
Yeah. HB. 3 points.
And it's supposed to be?
Around 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a serious attack.
Yes. Now my follower, my immediate follower, was just living along the hospital. I had to call him, tell him Eugene is sick, he's coming with Dicky, blah, blah, blah. Please, if you're around, kindly organize. He wasn't around, but the wife was around, Betty. So Betty did it for me, blah, 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 raka, to the ward. Then they started. He was
admitted.
Yeah, he was admitted. Akaanza kuongezwa damu.
Oh, you have to get blood transfusion?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were just lucky because at times you don't get that matches you. Yeah, so we were lucky. But now that my brother's wife was working in the hospital, I had the advantage. And again, I had friends. So I was just calling.
You already know who is a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was calling, please, Eugene is coming. Please help. He's coming with my brother. Please help. So by the time Eugene was reaching hospital, everybody was alert. All my friends were alert. Yeah, even those who were not working in the hospital, they were just at the gate waiting for him. So it was a bit hectic, but again, it was a bit easy.
Because you had support.
Yeah, because I had a very good support system. Yeah. So he was admitted for almost a week. Then after there, ni ule mtu akishatoka usia na kwambia mama naenda shule. You know, watu wameshasoma. So
he's concerned about his school.
Who will write for me notes? Nini? Then I told him, we were just talking on phone. I didn't even come. My brother told me, usikuje, you just send that money, we pay the bill. Because you coming is 15, going back is 15. Yeah, you've not bought drugs, you've not bought food. So what you do, you just do your calculation, Send me the money, I pay the bill, the rest I buy medicine, the rest I buy for them shopping. They go back home. And that is what I did. So I've been having a good support system.
Yeah, thank God for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so high school life is when it was a little bit tough because
Now when he was going to do his Form 4,
he was sick.
The crisis caught the stomach.
What?
He was rolling.
What kind of pain is like anasikia uchungu?
Anasikia uchungu and he can't explain. Haizi kukwambia nasikia hivi. Anakwambia I'm feeling pain. Now don't ask me the pain I'm feeling. Yeah.
Like it's painful to watch your child feel pain you can't take away.
Yes.
So anytime there's that kind of pain, you have to go to hospital. There's no drug at home that can manage the pain.
You have to get a drip.
Drip, because it's faster.
Yeah.
And you can't waste time.
Yeah.
Especially chest.
You can't. Even if it's the joints.
You can't.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It cannot be easy.
It's not easy.
But by the grace of God, he finished high school.
Yeah, he finished. Then he came to Nairobi.
What would you say was your lowest point in this journey?
Well, this time of Corona.
Oh, COVID.
COVID came. This
Yeah.
is a delicate man in the house.
Now he's a man.
Yes. I was living with my brother, Don. And these boys, they don't care what happens. They don't care.
But they are not aware as the way you
in
are.
as much as they care, they don't see anything serious. Now we were to fight. We had even water at the door. I was telling him, anytime you come in the house, wash your hands first before you get in the house. Make sure you change everything before you get into the house.
Because you have a vulnerable person.
Yeah. He didn't come out any time.
Himself.
Yes.
He was scared.
Him, no going out. If you go out, you know what will happen. Don't. And something unfortunate or unfortunate, he got sick. He got really sick.
During COVID?
Yes.
When COVID was just starting?
In the middle of COVID. He was really sick. He had this, how do we call it? A very strong heartbeat. It was pumping like pa, 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 pa. It was really strong. So when I came back, I was like, what is wrong? I said, Mama, I'm feeling bad. Mama. Then I told him, chukua your glucose ulambe. Then he took the glucose, akalamba, akatulia kidogo. Then I told him, nipikie chai. Akanipikia chai, akaniletea. In the process, he started walking, doing like this. Mom, 22 hosi. I was like, I even don't have money. Eugene, what is happening? Mama, let us just go. Siku anataka kwenda hosi, lakini 22. Nasikia vibaya.
And by the time he says he wants to go, amevumilia.
So, I just said, okay, let's go. Hata kama sina pesa, sasa itapatikana tukifika huko mbele. So we went to another hospital at the estate. They looked, they said, this boy is a sickler. Then I was like, yes. Okay. Then drip faster. Let the bill shock me. 5,000.
Out COVID, there's no work.
That was my lowest. Everybody is at home. You can't call anybody, please send.
People are not working.
Yes.
People are not going to salons, so even your clients.
Yes. So I was like, what will I do? I had some money for rent in the house. So even before he told me we go to hospital, he was seeing how stressed I was to pay this rent. That's why he was holding back. But now I told him, let us just go. So when they slapped me with the bill, I was like, it's okay. I have some money. So I had to pay half of the money. Then I go to work. Kidogo, I can't pay the rest because that drip was to be done for like 4 days because of the heartbeat, to control it kabisa.
So once you managed to pay the bill, alitulia
kabisa. Then after 2 weeks tena kaanza tena.
Another one during COVID, all this.
Yes.
In 1 month.
In 1 month.
That is a low moment.
Yes. Akagonjeka tena, nikamrudisha tu pale. those people were good. I paid the first bill I paid like thrice. So nikasema hawa watu wanaweza ni support. So when it got another attack, I just went back there. And they were like, Mama Eugene, umerudi tena? Yes, I'm here.
What goes on in your mind when he has an attack? Like,
So
how do you
many.
handle that stressful time?
So many things. Like, will he make it? What is wrong now? I just fear it doesn't have some other complications because a crisis can come with another complication. So that is always my prayer. Let it just be the crisis, but no complication. Yeah. So I thank God. He doesn't have any other complication apart from what he has now.
That is good.
Yeah.
And how does he handle all that?
He's okay because some of my neighbors, 2 kids, 3 kids also had and they were teenagers. So they used to interact nicely.
He has a support system also on his own.
So he could dress nicely, he could do, and even at times he asks me, Mom, naweza kunywa pombe kidogo? So I'm like,
ooh, now you know you have a grown man.
Yes, chukua tu pombe ukunywe. Kumaliza kukunywa, uniue. How can you take pombe? How can you take pombe and you are taking your drugs every day, twice a day?
Yeah, and he just wants to be a normal.
Yes, so he's like, on his birthday, even Shosho came, Kina Lynette. Yeah, he was like, Mom, I had some alcohol in the fridge. Mom, naweza kunywa tu kidogo. Nikamwambia, it's okay, you just go and drink. After drinking, you come and kill me. It's okay, you just go and drink.
Did he drink?
Can you dare? After somebody has told you, you just go and drink after drinking.
Yeah, because you don't know the effect of that. And you can't afford to have him dehydrated.
Yes. So, those kids really motivated Eugene. Yeah. One of them passed on.
Oh, no.
Now they are 2. But they are still very tight. Though we are not living in the same plot now, they went far. But they are still in contact. They call, they have their chamas, they go. Yeah, he's living a normal life now.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way you feel the health system helps women or people who have to constantly be in hospital? Is there a way that they are helped? Does NHIF come through?
Yeah, NHIF comes through. That is okay. But now buying drugs, you can't buy your drugs with NHIF. You have to go back to your pocket.
Every month?
Every month. Every month. Now they even become more expensive than even...
Oh, I thought now that he's growing, they'll become less.
No. Now you know, he has those body changes. From a boy to a man. So they also have the attacks. Of late, it doesn't have so many attacks. Because the person is visiting, the doctor is seeing now is also a sickle cell. Yeah, so they talk, they know how to
manage.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's that? The doctor?
The doctor is in Madari.
That's nice to have someone who understands what you're.
That is their hospital.
Through.
It was really built for the sickle cell kids.
Patients.
Yeah. Now when you go there, they are big women, big men, aged, and they have sickle cell. So you don't have a reason to lose hope.
Yeah, it's very encouraging.
Yes.
People should know about that place.
Yes.
It's called?
German Doctors.
German Doctor in Mathare.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
When you go there, you don't have a reason to lose hope. Now, that hospital is a bit cheaper. You can't compare German Doctors and Kenyatta. When you go to see a doctor in Kenyatta, you have to check 3,000 every month. But when you go to German Doctors, it is at least you pay 300 for everything.
That's a big difference.
Yes, but now you can't get the main drug. They don't give you the main. They just give you painkillers, boosters, like folic and zinc. But now for the main medicine, which is Hydrea, you can't be given. You have to buy it. But in that hospital, it's a bit cheap. A bit. Not really cheap, but a bit. You can, in town, you buy it at 40 bob. But when you go to German Doctors, it is at
40 bob is per pill?
Per pill.
Which you'll take per day or how many times a day?
2 tablets per day.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you go to buy it at German doctors, you buy it at 25, 30. Yeah.
You already even know where is cheaper because this is a recurrent cost.
Yes. So I have, at times I have to get my money for chama. But now when COVID came, all chamas went down. So you have to work smart. Yeah. So you go to you go and purchase them as if you're going to sell them.
Or wholesale.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that you get more for cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay. How has is there a way, because throughout you can tell you've had support.
Yeah.
Is there a way this has affected you socially, in your social life?
Yeah, it has affected. It has really affected me because for one reason or the other, pesa yako mingi inakuanga ya hosi. At times, you can put on a dress for even a whole year. You can't buy another one because you plan to buy another.
But this is more urgent.
Yes. So it really affects. It affects.
Does it affect how anyone treats you? Have you been treated differently because you're a mom?
No.
You've had support
throughout.
Yeah,
I've had support.
Even work-wise.
My boss now is a gentleman. Thank you, Freddie.
Yes. Thank you, Freddie.
Yes. Yeah, he's really understanding. Because I'm still working under him. He makes sure I work. Yeah, and I have other friends also at the salon. They're always like, Maureen, you've not worked today. You take that client. I really thank Lillian.
Lillian has been there for long.
Yes, for long. Eva, Lillian Mdogo. Yani, this is a support system.
Yeah. I'm also very thankful to them.
Yes, I have another one called Mumbi. Yeah.
Because even as your family, we wouldn't know details of everyday life like they would because they're there. But they are also your family now.
True, yeah.
Is there a time you looked back and you blamed yourself? You felt this is my fault?
Okay, at times I thought it was my fault because I was still so young.
At that time, yeah.
So I thought maybe I could have waited. Singepatana na hii masaibu. But now this is a gift from God. You can't. It was the right time that God decided that you're going to get it. So I also say, I'm regretting, but on the other hand, I say, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all about
okay.
God.
It's God.
Yeah. So it hasn't been easy, but I thank God.
What are your future hopes and dreams for Eugene?
Wow. Hey, that boy is a chef. He's a good chef. He has not gone to college yet for what he wants to do exactly, but he's doing fine. Yeah. He's really hoping to join that college soon. And I'm really hoping that money will come, job will come. Yeah. So I'm just saying if I can get more clients, I'll be just okay.
To support his dream.
Yes.
There's a mom who's watching this because they have a child who has sickle cell. They don't know what to think. They're scared. Or they don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
What would you advise that mom?
Wow. Hope. Don't lose hope. Trust in God. Don't panic. When your kid is on crisis or when your kid is really sick, you don't panic. Hope. If you lose hope, the kid will lose hope. So you should never lose hope. Trust in God. All will be well. I've been trusting for 22 years. Here we are with Eugene. Is fine. I hope his auntie will one day bring him to this interview so that you can see him.
For sure.
Yeah, so...
Okay, I'm his auntie.
Imagine. So, I'm just saying you trust in God. Pray every day for your kid. Pray every day for you don't lose your job so that you don't struggle buying those medicines. And most, just trust in God and don't lose hope. Yeah.
And even the society should be more informed on how to support such families. Yeah, because you might find no bosses who are not understanding.
True.
Because you need to be absent at work if your child is sick.
It is so tiresome because at times anaongezwa damu. You know damu is sensitive. You have to be there. Yes. Uko hapo umshikilie because at times wengine wanaongezwa damu unapata ana how do you call it?
They are not compatible.
Yeah.
Or
ana converse hivyo. He had a very deep crisis, so this thing has gone maybe for long.
Yeah.
So you have to be there. Anything that is entering the body after the crisis in our affect. Yeah. So iwe hiyo damu, iwe hiyo dawa, hata hiyo dawa akiwekewa kuna mwenye kwanza anaenda off kabisa. Yes. So you have to be there
because you don't know how to take that thing.
Yes. Yeah.
It needs you to be there.
It needs you to. So you really have to have an understanding both. Yes, if at all you're working under somebody. But God willing, I don't want now to work under somebody. I want to look for, I really want to empower some women. I really want to have my own organization.
Related to sickle cell?
Yes, because buying those medicine is not really easy. Many people are really struggling to buy them. You get somebody is having a husband, yes, there are 2 partners in the house, but now mahitaji ni
mengi.
So when you have somebody and you know Maureen is having an organization, you just holla, Maureen, niko down, blah blah blah. Can you help? Yes, I can. Because hata saa hii tuko na Eugene kwa nyumba, kuna dawa si udonate. Yes. Namwambia yeah, these ones are too much.
Let's help.
Yes. So if I really get an organization and it works well for me, now that I'm in the grassroots, I think people will.
You will reach very many people.
I will really
we will be here to support you.
Yes,
the thing is to start.
Yeah.
You start and then you get people who are willing to work with you.
True.
Because they see you have started.
Yeah.
The way you're starting with that person you donate, you have started. You just don't know.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
In tafuta jina to support.
True.
So, are there by the way any foundations that you know of that support sicklers in Kenya?
Yeah, I got like 2. I got like 2, but now they were donating for only a year. And the year that they were donating, it was that 2020.
The COVID?
2021.
That's last year.
Yeah. And that is the end.
Why? No. It's now, just for a period.
Yeah, they say they're going to donate for a year. Now you can't ask why. Because you're
being held. Yeah, you can't ask why. But we thank God for such help. Because 1 year is a lot of money you're saving.
Yeah, I really saved. Because now I didn't have to buy medicine. I had the medicine. What I was doing, you make sure there is food, plenty of food, fruits.
Yeah, his diet has to be a bit more.
No, it's normal. But
it's
now
normal.
It's normal. But now they have to eat things that bring blood.
Okay, you have to be intentional about that. Yeah. Okay.
They eat anything. They eat everything. As long as haimdhuru, it's okay. But now lazima kukue na fruits, nini, of which hizo fruits pia unajua ni kijana. Si lazima, mom, mi sitaki hizo vitu. Simkule tu. Sometimes I go to market, I buy a lot of fruits.
Mi nakujua for fruits.
Yes, the bag is full of fruits. Ukifika. Sitaki apple. Staki ndizi.
And the way you have thought about it.
Now it is, he'll tell you, Mom, I think takula tu mananasi. Hizo zingine, tutapea kina nani. You sit back and say, it's okay, kupeana hata ni mama yako anapeananga. Ni sawa, acha basi tupeane juu. If you buy in bulk, you can't eat alone.
So, but it's good that he thinks of the others.
Yes. Na kukunywa maji.
You have to drink a lot of
water.
Yeah. That's been a ride. 22 years. I think I have to commend you. You're doing a good job.
22 years na baba yake hatujui, hatuoni.
You are not in communication anymore?
No.
He just, once you separated, he was not bothered with
I also was not even bothered.
He wanted to stay.
Yes, I just wanted, because you see when somebody tells you, utashinda ukizaa watoto wagonjwa, you know,
They're
this
talking
thing
about
rings,
your child, yeah.
it rings in your mind. And it is something personal. You know, having your own baby is very personal.
It's very personal.
Very personal. So when somebody reminds you, utazaa mtoto mgonjwa tena, utazaa mtoto mgonjwa tena, now you are like, mtu tunapelekana naye wapi?
And you are both the parents.
Yes.
Yet you are alone.
He went to school. I took him to Form 1. When we transferred him from Siaya to Nia, my dad is the one who used his own money to take him to school. Now, when he was joining Form 1, I had to use my own money, no support. Now he's supposed to join college. And the college that he wants is very expensive. The cheapest is 500K. And that is what he wants to do. And he's not changing
And
his
as a
mind.
mom, you really...
And me too, I feel it is the best for him.
Yeah.
Because he does it well.
Yeah.
Even at home, he cooks nicely, he does everything nicely. Yeah. So, no support.
But you've done amazing.
Yeah.
So far,
Thank you.
22, Eugene looks so healthy.
22 years. Now, and that's why you see, me, I don't like engaging in fights of baby daddies. You see,
Yeah.
it even weakens the kid.
Yeah.
You can't fight the dad and the dad is okay.
Yeah.
This kid is sick.
Yeah.
You yourself, you're okay.
Yeah.
Who is suffering?
You have to focus.
So I had to
what's
focus on
very
Eugene.
important.
And if at all I brought that story for baby daddy, singefika mali nimefika.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you changed your your priority.
Yeah.
And I'm commending you for the strength, because it takes also a lot of strength to, say, I'm going to do this on my own. So I'm commending you for the good job, Maureen.
Thank you.
What would be your parting shot to anyone watching this, anyone in the same boat, anyone wondering how they can help this person that a member or their friend is going through this, or their relative? What is your parting shot for them? How do we work with a sickler and support them and their family? 1,
Mungu mbele. 2, a sickler needs peace. And if you're a fighting couple, then no, you're not going to make it. 3, they need to eat well. Dress them nicely. Let them eat well. The more they dress nicely, artists of jaundice you won't see them. You see the way that Eugene dresses? Very nicely. Simple and nice. So, trust in God. All is well. Kama Mungu alikupea sickler, jua hiyo ni zawadi. Na Mungu hawezi kukupatia kitu hauwezi handle. Yes, it has really strengthened me. It may change attitude yangu towards, and I really love kids. That one you know. I really love kids. I can just look at a baby like this and I tell you this boy is sick or this girl is sick. It has happened not once, not twice. My friends, tell them, the way I see this thing going, this kid is sick. And when they go and check, it's that.
You can spot it now.
Yes, I can really spot it. So, Mungu mbele, amani, akule vizuri, mpeleke shule, let them do what they want to do. Support them in anything they want to do. Yeah, that is my parting shot.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing your journey. I hope anyone who's watched this has learned something. I hope anyone has been inspired out there. Any mom struggling with this, I hope you found hope and renewed strength from Maureen's journey. Till next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.